to our crushing equipment technology live dreams. I'm your host today, Iris. Today we will explain in details producers' requirements for gut meaning, as well as the methods and processes for gut selection. This comprehensive video is perfect for both industry newcomers and ventures. The equipment guide in the comments section to access detailed documents for this live stream. First, let me simply introduce ourselves. Our company name is Stong Machinery. We are a manufacturer of the stone crusher, mini equipment, and grinding machine line. We have our own technical team can support you both for the quality machine and the after-sales service. First, let's we know what producers and processors are required for gut crushing milling. Gut milling is complex process involving many aspects, including technical, legal, and environmental considerations. Here are some key considerations: technical and operational aspects. Oral selection. Gut milling typically involves two methods: open pit milling and underground milling. Open pit milling is suitable for shallower depots, while underground milling is suitable for deeper depots. This process requires the use of large-scale machinery and busting technology. First, our transportation and preliminary purification. The collected ore needs to be transported to the beneficiation plant and crushed and sectioned to remove waste, rock, and impurities. Gut beneficiation process. Gut beneficiation methods primarily including gravity, separation, flotation, and condensation. The specific methods depends on our properties and mineral deposit considerations. Gut extraction process including promotilary and hydrometilary, such as granulation, which is used to extract gold elements from gold mines. Legal and producer aspects. First, you should to apply for milling rights. Submit an application to the Mineral Resource Authority and provide relevant information such as enterprise qualifications, financial strength, technical conditions, and then prepare a milling plan. Elaborate on the milling methods, production safety measures, environmental protection measures and submit it to the Mineral Resource Authority for approval. Apply for a production safety license. Submit an application to the production safety supervisions and management department and provide relevant materials. The fourth, you should comply with environmental protection laws and regulations. Formulate environmental protection measures including wastewater treatment, waste gas emission control, solid waste disposal, and conduct environmental impact assessments. payment of tax and mineral resource compensation fees, pay relatively fees in accordance with national regulations. The environmental protection conduct detailed exploration and assessment before mining to understand the reserves, grade, and distribution of the mining areas. Conduct environmental impact assessment to assess the impact of mining activity on water resources, land, air, and biodiversity and development environmental management plans. In short, gardening not only requires advanced technology and equipment, but also requires compliance with strict legal producers and environmental protection requirements to ensure the legality, safety, and sustainability of the mining activities. Then we'll talk another topic, the usage of process of God hour dressing. God benefication is a key step in exhausting God from aura. Different God aura requirement different benefication methods. Today we will start with the common benefication methods and analyze its method principles, applicable secrets, and specific processes in detail to help you systematically understand the core logic of the God benefication. First is also the common thing with the derivative separation, a classical separation method based on this is a very classical separation method based on the density difference. The core principle. Separation is achieved by gravity using the significant density difference between gold. Density is 14.6 to 19.3 gram per cubic meters, and minerals density from the 2.5 to 3 gram per cubic meters. Applicable secretaries. The core methods of placer gold benefication is especially suitable for processing placer gold particles with a particle size of 0.1 to 2 millimeters. The first selection stage in rock gold benefication can efficiently recover coarse natural gold. The particle size is over to 0.0 and 0.074 millimeters. The key processes. The mineral preparation. First, the placer god must first be segregated to remove the large gravel, where rock gold must be crushed and ground to a reasonable particle size, generally is less than 2 millimeters. Then is the equipment sorting. The chute, the aura slurry is introduced into an inclined chute. Gold particles are deposited between the bars at the bottom by gravity, where waste rock is discharged with the water flow. A single machine can process hundreds of tons of gold per day, making it suitable for large-scale roast creation of placer board. The chicken table. The reception mutation of the bed combined with the horizontal water flow concentrate gold particles at the end of the bed to form a concentrate. This provides high separation accuracy and it is commonly used for fine separation after roast separation in truth separation. The jug uses a vertical alternative water flow to separate the ore particles with heavy gold particles deposited on the lower sheet. This is suitable for recovering rock gold and coarse gold particles. A single machine has a processing capacity of 10 to 15 tons per hour. Concentrate processing. The gravity separation concentrate typically with a gold grade of 10 to 15 tons per day. Per tons is fed to subsequent purification processes. Then the flotation methods. Fine particles separation technological use surface characters. Core principle by adding reagents to change the hydrophobicity of the mineral surface. The gold minerals are adsorpted on the bubbles and flow it up with the foam and separated from the hydraulical jungle. The applicable scenarios mainstream methods for rock gold beneficiation, particularly suitable for fine-grained dismantled gold ore, means the ore particle size is over than 0.074 millimeters. A key technology for associated gold recovery, it enables simultaneous gold recovery during the flotation processes of coral, lead, and zinc ores. The key processes: first, the grinding and classification. Grind the ore to the size less than 200 mesh, according for the percentage of 16 to 18%, so that the gold minerals are fully dissociated into minerals. And then adding the medicine, the collection such as the blood expansion of black medicine, dosage from 20 to 100 grams per dose, selectively adsorbed on the surface of the gold minerals. Foaming agent, the pain oil, dosage from 10 to 15 grams per ton to produce a stable bubble carriage. Then is the adjuster. Use limit to adjust the pH to 8 to 10 to inhibit the interferences of sulfate minerals or add copper sulfate to activity gold minerals. Flotation separation. The celery enters the flotation machines such as the FCF to KYF combined unit and after 3 to 5 stages of flotation, the gold concentrate grade can be increased to 15 to 200 grams per ton with a recovery rate of about 85 to 95%. Then is the tailing treatment. Flotation tailing means the gut content less than 0.5 grams per ton must be treated for environmental protection before the discharge. Then is the granulation, the chemical dissolution process for deep extractions. The core principle under the abrasive condition, the gold reacts with granulates such as NaCN to form a soluble gold granulate complex AU2CN, which is then dissolved and extracted. The applicable scenarios. The deep recovery of the low-grade gold ore, the grades from 0.5 to 2 grams per ton. Then is the further purification of the flotation, the concrete of treatment of the difficult to select of the gold ores. The key processes per treatment. First, you should grind the ore to 300 to 325 meshes, accounting for more than about 19% to increase the exposed area of gold. The chronic lynching. Agitation quantity, the slurry is reacted with a percentage of 0.03 to 0.1%. Quantity solution in the agitated tank for 24 to 48 hours with a lynching rate of 19 to 98%. Heap lynching chronic after the low-grade ore is filled up. Chronic solution is sprayed on it. The lynching circle is 20 to 15 days. It is suitable for processing ore with a grade of less than 1 gram per ton. Then is the gold recovery. Then the dust replacement. A gold containing solution is reduced with powder to produce the gold sludge from 20 to 16% of the gold content. Then another way is the carbon adsorption. Activated carbon is used for countercurrent adsorption, followed by electrolysis to produce gold powder. The purity is over than 95%. Then is the environmental control. Detailing a treatment with benching powder to reduce the quantity concentrations to below 0.25 grams per liters. And also have another way, the amalgamation methods. The amalgamation means of the overall gold recovery. The core principle, mercury and gold form a low melting point, allowed to achieve selective captures of the overall gold particles, which is over than 0.1 millimeters. The applicable sections: recovery of costly gold from rock or placer gold as a supplement to grease suppression of fluctuation. The small menace with low processing capacity, typically processing less than 15 tons per day. The key process amalgamation in a millstone or amalgamation drum. The mercury from the 0.1% to 0.5% of the ore mass is brought into full contact with the ore slurry encapsulating the gold particles to form an amalgam. Amalgamation treatment. The amalgam is heated to 357 degrees to evaporate the mercury. The mercury vapors is contracted and recovered without any sponge gold. The gold from 18% to 19% purity. Safety methods. A ventilation system and the mercury recovery requirements must be installed to prevent mercury positions and environmental contamination. Must be installed to prevent mercury position and environmental contaminations. The bonification process. An optimization solution is to improve efficiently. In actual production, a single method is often difficult to achieve the ideal effect, and a combination of processes is required based on the properties of the ore. The typical processes of the rock gut crushing and then grinding, then gravity separation, recovering coarse gold, and then flotation, recovering the fine gold, and granulation of the flotation construct from the gut mud purifications. Typically, the process of the gold placer. Sickling. First is the sickling is the rotting in church and concentrating in shaking table. Negligation, the recovering large gold particles associated for the gold recovering processes, the copper, lead, and then our flotations, telling granulations of gut recovering during the momental constrict melting processes. The selection of a beneficiation method is determined through our properties analysis such as particle size, intercalation characteristics, and grid, and small scale testing. The core goal is to maximize the gold recovery typically over than 85%, while balancing environmental and economical benefits. If you would like to learn more about the specific beneficiation process and the production equipment, you can free to leave us a message to send us the private messages. And actually for the specific modes to how to choose, we need to calculate according to your specific needs, like for the oral characters, the taste, and the final goals for the daily capacity or the monthly capacity. Actually, in actual production, a single method is often difficult to achieve the ideal effect, and a combination of the processes is always required based on the properties of the ore. Typically, processes of rock gold is first crushing. Usually because the ore is hard. We recommend use the jaw crusher and the cone crusher, then use the grinding machine like the mill machine, and then the gravity separation for the recovering coarse gold, flotation, recovering fine gold, and the granulations of the flotation concentrate. The gut mud purifications. The typically processes of the gold pleasure, the signal rotting in truth, concentrating in the shaking table, amplification recovering large gold particles, associated gold recovering processes like the copper, lead, and zinc ore flotations. The tailings condensations are gold recovering during the mantle construct smelting processes. The selection of the beneficiation methods is determined through the oral properties analysis such as the particle size, the intercalculation characters, and the grades. Yeah, if you are unclear about this, you can also send us sample. We can make the test for you of your oral. Well, balancing environmental and economical benefits. If you would like to know about the specific configuration and how it works for the whole line, you can feel free to follow us and send us messages. That's about for today's content. I hope it can help you have a clearly direction when choosing equipment. If you have any questions, please leave a message in the comment areas, and I will try my best to reply. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Wish you guys all have a nice day. And let me introduce ourselves again. Our company is Stong Machinery. We are a manufacturer of the stone crusher, like the jaw crusher, the impact crusher, coin crusher, the vertical shaft crusher, and the sand making machine, the cigarette machine feeders, as for the whole machine line. Also, we have the mini equipment, like the magnifications, for the mini equipment.